there, Threadbangers! Meg and I are here in Novi, Michigan at the American Sewing Expo. There's a ton of experienced seamstresses here, so we're going to walk around and ask them what advice they have for beginner sewers. Let's go!
Number one, be relaxed. If you make a mistake, it can be fixed.
One tip that I think anyone can use is the proper use of scissors in cutting. Oftentimes people think you're to use the whole blade when you want to cut a specific point. You only need to use the points of the scissors. Hold them so that your arm is not jiggling or wiggling. Hold your elbow close to your body as you move the scissor to the point where you want to cut. Then you should have a clean cut.
Hi, my name's Simon Haskins. I'm from Sydney, Australia. One of the tips I picked up is when you're working with fabrics to make sure that the dye is colour fast if you have to wet the fabric, to make sure that when you do wet it, the fabric doesn't run. So that's a really good tip.
I'm Kathy Huber, and the tip is if you're making something, measure something that you already have to make sure that you have enough wearing ease.
A good starting tip is if you have fabric that's washable, wash it first and then iron it thoroughly so your grains are all where they should be before you cut.
Hello, my name is Suzanne Smith. One important sewing tip is to always read your pattern and make sure that you measure accurately your grain line. Grain lines are very important for the flow and the fall of your garments.
Hi, Tammy Russo from Simplicity Pattern Company. My tip for beginners is measure twice and cut once, and never assume that your pattern size is the same as your ready-to-wear size.
Change your sewing machine needle often, preferably after every project. You'll get cleaner stitches and no nesting.
If you get looping underneath, your problem is on top. Rethread your top thread. If you get looping on top, your problem is in your bobbin. Rethread your bobbin.
Hi, I'm Luvita Nichols, and I represent the junk jeans people. And I want to tell you how easy it is to get through heavy denim. If you're just starting out, you certainly want to use the correct needle. But if you're still having trouble, I suggest that you use a needle lubricant or sewer's aid. It's available on the market. And when you get done using it for the sewing, you can clean your eyeglasses with it. If you don't have access to that, then what you want to do is get out your Skin So Soft, just lubricate that needle, and I guarantee it'll go straight through that heavy denim. You won't have any problems at all. So give it a try.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm Sarah the Laundress on the Threadbanger forum, and one tip I have is I have a lot of cats and I like to sew, so the pins go all over, so when I'm done I take a magnet and go over the floor and pick up all the pins so I make sure I get them all.
Hi, my name is Peter Lappin. I'm from New York City and I just started sewing in June of 2009, and I wanted to offer a really great sewing tip that I used as well when I started to sew. And my tip is this: rather than go out and spend a few $100s on a brand new sewing machine when you're just starting to learn to sew, for much less money you can go to eBay or perhaps Craigslist or a local thrift store and find an old mechanical machine. And by old mechanical machine, I mean a machine that was made, say, in the 1950s to the 1970s. Sears Kenmore, Singers, they were mechanical machines. They're not technically very sophisticated, but they get the job done. They're straight stitch and zigzag, which is really all you need if you want to create garments. I started sewing in June, and I made everything that I'm wearing. My jeans, my shirt, my Berta jacket, mainly from vintage patterns that I bought also on eBay or Etsy for very little money.
Hi, I'm Megan, and this is my tip. I know that if you can take all the fabric scraps you have and put them together into one big quilt, then you'll have an amazing gift for your family.
Hi, I'm Jackie Hilt from Muskegon, Michigan. I'm with Tempting Tables, which is a project to raise money for breast cancer research and to help women who are struggling with radiation and chemo and giving them a good day. My helpful hint is don't give up. Try again. If you make a mistake, start over.
Thanks everyone for all the great tips. Tune in tomorrow for more from the American Sewing Expo.